Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought kind of doing like, oh, by the way, I'm like extremely sick right now and I don't know why I'm filming. But I thought I would do a get ready with me and a question and answer. So like I'll tell you all the products that I'm using on my face and tell you what I'm doing, but also like answer questions at the same time. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. So for my foundation, I'm gonna use my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I am gonna mix Stromboli and Fiji together. And before that, I'm gonna use my Professional by Benefit as my primer. The first question is, where were you born? And I was born in technically Grand Forks, North Dakota. It's extremely up north, and I don't live there anymore, just FYI. The next question is, when is your birthday? My birthday is July 10th, and I was born in 96, so that makes me 22 years old. The next question is, beer or wine? Wine all the way. Like, I am not a fan of beer, like, at all. The only time you'll ever see me drinking beer is if we're playing, like, beer darts or out of, like, a beer bong. I hate beer. I don't like the taste. I don't like the smell. The next question is, who was your role model growing up? I would honestly have to say Britney Spears. I've freaking loved that chick for so long. Like, I've been to one concert of hers, but it was so long ago that I actually don't even remember it. I would love to go to another concert of hers. And then for concealer, I'm actually gonna mix my NARS creamy concealer, like I always do, and my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna mix them. The next question is, what did you want to be growing up? I wanted to be a veterinarian, like so bad. And then I told my mom that, like I've always wanted to be that. And she looked at me one day and she goes, you do know that like vets put down the animals too. They don't just take care of them and like all that kind of stuff. And I literally looked at her, I was like, never mind. The next question is, do you believe in ghosts? Heck yes, I believe in ghosts. I'm gonna use my Hourglass Translucent Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Another question is, what's your favorite drink from Starbucks? I am obsessed with the matcha lemonade with like another like scoop of matcha in it, because like the lemonade can kind of overpower the matcha. Another question is, what is your dream car? My dream car is a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. Preferably black with the windows tinted to like a limo tint. And I'm just gonna take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH01 like setting brush and I'm gonna set the rest of my face with this exact same powder. I just don't understand how I'm having a good foundation day when I'm sick. And for bronzing, I'm gonna use my Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronze with my Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH02 bronzing brush. Okay, I'm gonna contour a little bit with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette with my Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH05 brush. And then for blush, I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Trio in the like compact of Peachy Love, and I'm gonna use the shade Nectarine, which is the shade right here. And I'm just going to use my Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH06 brush. The next question is, which time period would you like to visit? I actually would love to visit the 1950s. And then for highlights, I'm going to use my Kumadori Ombre Highlighter by Japanesque. It's really pretty. It's very light, so I don't know how it's going to look with this. That's a highlight. Use my Morphe E17 brush with the same Marc Jacobs. Oh, sorry, I'm really bad with the mirror thing, but Marc Jacobs Fantastic. Then I'm going to use that same ombre highlighter on my Makeup Shack T63 brush. So I feel like I was just a little messy with my contour and bronzer today, so I'm just going to pick up my Morphe Contour and Highlight Sponge, which I don't really like to use other than to, like, cut that. And another question is, favorite candle scent? My favorite candle scent would be Watermelon Lemonade. I think you can get that probably anywhere, but I for sure love Bath & Body Works brand of it. So I'm just gonna wipe off that bake, if you want to call it. It wasn't there long, so. Now to make my contour and bronzer not too sharp, because I'm not like I don't like it really sharp. I'm actually going to take that bronzing brush that I used earlier, and whatever is left on it, even if there's nothing left on it, it just kind of helps blend. So I'm just going to like try and blend a little bit. Okay, so now it's time for eyebrows. I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde. I'm back, and I've got eyebrows on. Yes. So another question is, what's my favorite perfume? My favorite perfume forever and ever will always be the Michael Kors Jasmine. I think that's just the name, Jasmine. Glam Jasmine. Glam Jasmine. So for eyeshadow today, I'm going to use my Morphe 39A, right? 39A palette. So once again, I do not prime my eyelids. I don't like doing it. But I'm going to go in with my Morphe M504 fluffy brush, just into the second shade right here. The next question is, what is my favorite drugstore brand? I have two. I love L'Oreal and I love Maybelline. Those two are really good drugstore brands in my opinion. And then going into the crease, I'm going to take the shade right here on my Kylie fluffy brush. Another question is, what's your favorite food? Mac and cheese. Favorite food of all time is mac and cheese. My second favorite food is sushi. Mac and cheese and sushi all day, every day. Then I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to dip into this darker shade right here. And I'm actually going to put this in the crease area once again to deepen it up more. Like I said in my last video, like, I'm not a big fan of doing neutrals. They scare me. I would have to say that this is the closest neutral look you'll get from me. And now that we got that dark brown in the crease, I'm actually going to take a fluffy brush and blend that in more. Another question. What is the dumbest way you've been injured? Well, the one time that I can remember was the dumbest way was I was at my friend's house in the country. We were playing beer darts, but it was like beer Olympics, that's what it was. It was like beer Olympics and beer darts and stuff. And we were there all day, and I ended up being the only girl there towards like the end of the day. And we're all just super drunk, and we're playing on their, on his like motorcycle moped thing. So they didn't change it to like the low speed for like beginners like me, especially when I'm drunk. And I like grabbed onto the handles and I went like this, and I flew right into the like forest, all the trees and stuff, and thankfully I didn't ruin his bike, but I got scratched up from like head to toe. Like I was bleeding, but I didn't know that. So as I'm walking out of like the forest, all the guys came in to like help me and stuff, and when I walked out, everybody's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And they're like laughing, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why?" They're like, "You're bleeding." And I have scrapes all over my legs, like so bad. I actually have like a deep scar on my right leg from that because it was such a deep cut. I'm surprised I didn't get infected, but that was probably like the dumbest way. Don't ever drive drunk on anything. I'm gonna pick up my Morphe M166 brush. It's just a flat brush, shader brush. And I'm gonna go into the deepest, darkest brown right here. And I'm actually gonna grab my Morphe R37 brush again that we used earlier. There's no product on it, we just use it to blend. I'm gonna use it again and try and blend in right there to make everything more seamless. And then on top of my lid, I'm actually gonna put on my Disney Designer Collection Almost There Super Shock Shadow. It's an ultra glitter. I'm just gonna put that on my middle finger. Sorry, not trying to flick you off. And I'm gonna pat it on my eyelid. Okay, so to get that glittery brown bronze color all over, I'm just gonna pick up a packing brush and grab it from there because it's not coming off as much as I would like it to. My MAC Fix Plus on it. Another question is, what's your least favorite task? I hate folding laundry. I don't mind doing laundry, washing it, putting it in the dryer, hanging things that have to be hung, but I absolutely hate folding laundry. And once more, I'm gonna grab my Sephora Airbrush Crease Brush, and I'm gonna go in the crease very, very lightly and just kind of blend. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm actually gonna go in with those same 3 shades that we use. For all those colors, I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna use the Morphe Jekyll & Hill JH40 brush for that. So that lighter color out of the 3 was actually pretty dark, and I feel like I don't need that much more color under there. So I'm actually gonna grab my Morphe M432 brush. Whoa, it's a definer brush. I'm gonna dip into the darkest brown in that palette, and I'm gonna tightline. And I'm gonna do my liner off camera. I'm just gonna use the Morphe brown shade gel liner and a brush, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my liner, mascara, and lashes off camera. I used my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara, and then I used my, what is it called? my Morphe eyelashes in the style Bombshell. I love these eyelashes for a like smoky look because it doesn't flare out the edge. It just like, it makes it all just come together. For my lips, I'm gonna use my Kylie Cosmetics Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Surprise Me. It's like a hot pink. Red would have looked better, but okay. Another question would be, would you marry a celebrity? Yes. Not for the fame or like anything, because I actually like that person. And honestly, the one celebrity that I'm like currently obsessed with is his name is Noah Centineo. Like, I think everybody on the planet is obsessed with him right now, but he'd be the one I'd be like, all right, honey, you're mine. Let's go. You're mine. Do you have any siblings? I do not. I'm an only child. And honestly, growing up, I was fine with not having any siblings. But now at this point in age, like, I would love to have siblings. Like, I don't have any nieces or nephews unless I marry into it. And that kind of sucks. But what do you do? What happened the last time you had a bad day? The last time that I can think of like a really bad day was back home before I moved to Vegas. It was probably this time last year, maybe like in November. I was having a really bad day at work. Anyways, I was having a bad day at work, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop by the liquor store. I'm gonna get a good glass of wine, like a bottle of wine. I'm gonna go home, put a movie on, relax, like watch comfortably, like, because it was winter time and whatever. So I pull up to the liquor store, and I was holding my phone like this, like this, and my keys in this hand as well. And I had a lanyard, and that lanyard got stuck on my e-brake. And as I was like getting out of the car and going like this, my phone flew out of my hand and fell on the ground like flat. And I literally like was like, oh no. And I looked, and it was shattered, completely shattered. But the positive side to that part, it still worked. So as I'm like entering the liquor store, like all like pissed off and sad and mad and all that kind of stuff, I call my mom and I'm like, hey, do we have insurance on our phones? And she goes, yeah, why? And I was like, oh, okay, good, because I shattered mine. So, I'm gonna need a new one. And she goes, okay, like, don't worry, we have, like, insurance, it's fine. And, you know, whatever. So, got my bottle of wine, I drove home, and it's super snowy out, and it's super, icy out. And I'm walking inside to my apartment with my bottle of wine in a bag and my phone in the other hand, thank God. Like, I mean, well, it's already shattered, what else could have happened to it? And I'm walking inside, and I almost made it to the door when I hit a patch of ice under some snow, and I fell, like, just, it wiped me out. So, like, I fell from the ice, and that bottle of wine that I just bought, good thing it wasn't super expensive either, like, it was just one of those cheap, like, bottle of wines. Slipped, I fell, I shattered the wine glass, or, like, the wine bottle. And not only did that, like, break, but I got soaked from the wine, so I smelled like wine. And I also got wet from the snow, and my phone broke, and I had a bad day at work. So now, here I am with a broken phone, broken bottle of wine, bad day from work, and I start bawling my eyes. Like, I just could not with that day. And I'm also gonna use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist on top of that as well. I forgot again my inner corner highlight. Okay, so for my last question of this video, what famous YouTubers would you like to meet? I would love to meet Jaclyn Hill, like, officially. Like, I've been to her meet and greet, but I've never, like, met her. I've just seen her. So I'd love to like actually physically meet her. Amber Scholl, I have like a list written down because I was like, ooh. Jaclyn Hill, Amber Scholl, James Charles, he's extra, I love him. The Dolan twins, they're so cute. And Nikita Dragon. That girl is so extra, I love it. I live for it. So yeah, that's my get ready with me question and answer video while I'm sick. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.